Es la 1:31. Esperemos que más personas se vayan incorporando. Teníamos más de 130 registros, o sea que espero que haya más personas acompañándonos. A los que ya están aquí, muchas gracias por acompañarnos. Estoy muy emocionada de estar hoy aquí con la Universidad de Cranfield porque tenemos unos excelentes convenios y estamos estrenando un súper convenio del 50% para MBA. A los que no nada más les interesa el MBA, sino que les interesen otros programas, también tenemos grandes descuentos en esta universidad que está, bueno, que es muy buena y además está muy lindo el campus y está en Inglaterra, que es increíble vivir ahí. Yo ya tuve la oportunidad de hacerlo, así es que los invito a que pongan atención y apunten sus preguntas, porque si tienen dudas o lo que sea, ahora es el momento. Tenemos la suerte de estar acompañados aquí por 3 representantes de la universidad, así es que es un privilegio para nosotros y estamos súper agradecidos y emocionados de estar con ustedes. So if you guys are ready, maybe we should start with the presentation because it's now 1:32 and everyone is, I'm sure, excited to hear from you.
Yes, of course. And of course, thank you so much for the introduction. We're really excited to be here as well. I'm joined here by colleagues Sandra and Pamela. You'll get to know a little bit later on. So I will start. So my name is Cristiana Sardella, and it's actually my privilege to be here to be representing Cranfield School of Management in the university. It's a privilege to be working with our partners. So thank you so much for hosting today's event. And of course, it's really exciting for me to get to know the candidates, and please feel free. I will do a short presentation, but please feel free to ask me questions throughout. If you want to leave them for the end, that's absolutely fine, but feel free to interrupt me, any of you, and ask any questions throughout. If there's anything that I touch upon is not 100% clear, or you want to indeed find out more about. So without further ado, I'm just going to start my presentation and share my screen. So let me make this. So as I said, my name is Cristiana Sardella. I have been working at Cranfield for about 14 years now, and I'm responsible for marketing the MBA program. So both the MBA, the executive MBA, but also the doctorate in business administration. I am also a Cranfield alumna. I studied at Cranfield both the general management program, and I finished the executive MBA in 2021. So if you also want to ask me questions about what it's like to be a student on the MBA program, please feel free. I'm more than happy to do that. So bear that in mind. I can go into a little bit more detail. So the agenda for today, this afternoon for you guys, is I'm just going to quickly talk to you a little bit about Cranfield University and the School of Management. I'm going to give you an idea of what the Cranfield MBA is all about. And we're really excited because we really launched the program on Monday. So there's a lot more exciting things to talk about. A little bit about what we look for in the students, and also Pamela is going to cover that potentially more in detail after the presentation. A little bit about education if you don't know where we are. And I have a very short 1-minute video that I'm going to show you, which is all about the career highlights for the MBA students. It's one of the questions we get asked a lot about is what happened to the students following the MBA. That will give you a little bit of a glimpse of what happens next. So, Cranfield School of Management. So we're a unique institution with a really proud history. We have been running for over 50 years, and we work both with individuals and organizations to transform knowledge into action. So we do not teach anything at Cranfield that cannot be applied in the real world of business. And I will touch upon this concept in a second. We're exclusively postgraduate, and since the very beginning, we've been delivering leading edge solutions, not just in management, obviously, the university, also in the field of science and technology. We are known to be the perfect marriage of technology, innovation, and management. And because of that, we have strong industry links. And once again, this focus on applied learning. So the university actually was founded in 1946. And for the very, very beginning, we had a unique mandate from the UK government, which we don't know so much about, and the mandate for us was to help extremely talented individuals achieve their full potential by learning the skills and by gaining the knowledge that was required in 1946 to contribute to a society that was now in a peacetime economy. So it was a time of huge change, of overcoming huge challenges. And if we think back, and if we think about where we are now, even though the world is very different, we kind of finding ourselves in the same situation where leaders and managers around the world have had to quickly adapt to huge changes in the way that we do business, huge changes in the way we live our lives. And unfortunately, you know, as you've read the news in Europe, we are also finding ourselves in wartime again, some of our past. So for Cranfield, we're really committed to helping individuals contribute to society, contribute to the world, and achieve their full potential. We also top ranked schools. I will come to the rankings in a moment, but we are globally known to be experts in leadership development, because if our students are then going to leave Cranfield and lead change, innovation in the organization, they need to have the leadership skills in order to be effective.
Chris, sorry, can I just ask? I seem to be hearing you with cuts. So every time you move backwards, I'm not sure if it's for everyone. I hear less. So,
thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
And if there's anything that's been missed, I'm happy to repeat. But
would you cover the last slide, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
Yep. Can you guys see this well? So just to recap, very long history, focus on leadership and development, focus on strong industry links and the application of the theory into practice in real organizations. So these are some key highlights. The number of businesses, when we say close to industry, what does it actually mean? It means that we work with over 1,500 businesses in over 40 countries. The number, so we won in the top 1% of business schools to have triple accreditations. We have now just gained an additional accreditation, so we're waiting for confirmation to be able to share that with you. So the 1%, top 1% business schools to have all accreditations. And actually the latest data for the professional network, alumni network, is now 75,000. And here are some quotes by some of the alumni who really describe this idea of what does transformation mean when you become a Cranfield student, and then alumni who come to Cranfield with a plan, but be ready to leave that plan behind and be open to new ideas, a new network of colleagues, and really re-examining the assumptions you had about the world, the environment, and people before you joined Cranfield, because all of these are bound to change. So just to give you some key rankings highlights, we can answer all the time. One of the ones that I think we're really super proud is obviously in the world for innovation and entrepreneurship, for those of you that want to start your own business. This is really important. Teaching power and influence for business schools. What does it actually mean? It means the content of our programs is utilized in most of the business schools around the world. So even though you might be starting a different school, a lot of the content actually comes from Cranfield. And obviously, we're really proud of the fact that the breadth and effectiveness of the alumni network has been ranked global #1. So to give you an idea about what the program is all about, as I said, we launched the new program on Monday, so it's really fresh. And obviously, I will also encourage you following this presentation to sign up for the official presentation of the program that will happen on the 17th of January. I will post a link in the chat in a minute. And it will be an event that is going to be where you're going to get a presentation of the program by the program director. And also we will have some alumni guests, and we really will go into detail about what the new program is all about. However, the key highlights are as follows. You will start the program with a very short 1-week orientation. This is a time where we really work with you to get you to know your class, to get to know staff. It's a very supportive environment at Cranfield. You get to know us, you get to know your fellow students, and you kind of get your bearings of where everything is ready to start the program. So the beginning of the program starts with your core modules, which you will complete all of those. And this is really important because it gives you a grounding on all of the different functions within an organization. It gives you an overview, a top-down view of what does it mean to run a business. So if you're not familiar with all of the core areas, this is really important in setting the foundation of an effective leader who understands the challenges that all of the managers within the organization face, and how to bring them all together to make the business really effective. In term 3, you'll then start moving into the electives, and this is the first opportunity that you have to customize the program to your intended career outcome. So you'll have an opportunity to select 3 electives out of the full list. At the same time, you will now be coming to part 2 of the business analytics and consulting module, and also the career development and enhancement module, which runs for the first part 1 to 3 of the program. At the same time, you'll also be completing executive and career coaching. These are one-to-one workshops where both the career team and faculty work with you to start thinking about strategically about the career transition that you want to make, and really make sure that the program is as customized as possible to your career needs. In June, we now have introduced a month-long international extended international experience, which you will complete at we are partnering with another top European business school, and you'll have an opportunity to complete elective modules at our partner school, but at the same time complete an international consulting project. This is invaluable for those of you that don't come from Europe to also expand your international network. You'll be studying with fellow MBA students from another school. You'll meet alumni, and you'll get a much better understanding of what life is like in a different country, also outside the UK. So this is an invaluable opportunity, but also facilitates, as you can expect, international mobility for our students who can say, I studied in this country for a month and I've developed a network of contacts. In the latter part of the program, this is where in part 4, you'll be able to customize once again the program to your career outcomes. And you'll be able to focus either on executive career module, so the career which is designed to help individuals who really want to switch careers. These are people who want to switch either industry, they want to switch function, or they want to do what we call the triple jump. So they want to switch industry, function, and country. It will give you an opportunity to do an internship as well. So if your focus is working for a UK organization, for example, following your MBA, this is an opportunity to do an internship for a UK company. The entrepreneurship focus is for those individuals who want to start their own business and they want to focus in building their business plan. They want to grow an existing business they previously launched. Or we also have students that they want to return after their MBA to run a family business, which is also one of the things that our students do. And this is really an opportunity to focus on developing a growth plan, either for an existing business or the family business, so they can, following their MBA, go back and take over. The independent career is for those individuals instead who want to become independent consultants. And this is we will really work with you to make you understand what it's like to work as an independent consultant, how to secure work as an independent consultant, and how to deliver projects for organizations in order to make it successful. One thing that's really important to focus here is that also we have extracurricular activities that our students complete throughout the year. One of them is MBAT. So if you look at the orange at the bottom, MBAT, which is a mini Olympics that our students complete in Paris. Mini Olympics where you get to compete among many sports disciplines against business schools in Europe. We have a startup weekend, which is a free workshop for people that want to start their business. Our students take part in the VCIC, which is a venture capital investment competition, and the European Business Plan of the Year competition. However, opportunities to network with our alumni are open throughout the year, and we also have a speaker series where alumni come to Cranfield every month to meet with our students and deliver really exciting workshops and presentations that are all designed to help, once again, to help our students achieve the career objectives. I hope you guys can review me and I'm not giving anything. Please do let me know if there's anything that isn't clear. Once again, on the 17th of January, please join us because we will really dig deep into what the program is all about and tell you everything you need to know. Just a short summary. So, one-year program. We have this wonderful scholarship and funding opportunity with a partner, the FUNED. So, this is such an exciting opportunity to get not only a 50% scholarship from Cranfield, but also have support for the rest of your study with the scholarship flowing from FUNED. So please look into this. It's an incredible opportunity. So immersive one-year experience, 3 career pathways that I just described. So really an opportunity to focus on your career and shape the program around your career outcome. I can't stress this enough, that the Cranfield MBA is very much focused on career outcome, putting at the forefront, however, the opportunity to complete project work for different organizations. And obviously consultancy projects and the opportunity to build your network on an international scale. What we look into Cranfield candidates, I will go very quickly here because it's actually Pamela who is the expert in this and will be making the decision to be joined. But just to give you a very quick highlight, obviously we want people that are emotionally mature, that are ambitious, and they really want to leave a footprint in organizations and in the countries they work in, but also at the time when they complete the MBA at Cranfield. We want to remember you. Please, when you join us, we want people that contribute to class, that are excited to be part of our history, and then go and achieve great things. So in terms of admissions requirements, we need at least 3 years postgraduate work experience, You can complete an online Cranfield admission test. However, we do accept the GMAT, and our score is 600. And we also accept different, if English is not your first language, IELTS, TOEFL, and a number of other English tests. If you have those questions, Pam will be able to answer that for you in detail. If you don't know where we are, we're actually conveniently placed close to about 5 different airports. We are just an hour north of London, and we are in between what is called the Oxford-Cambridge Arc, which is now home to about 77,000 businesses and the biggest growth area for the United Kingdom outside of London. So the area is growing, even though it's very green. As Sophia said, it's a lovely campus. It is very green and very clean space. At the same time, we are surrounded by businesses, and it's an area known for growth, technology, and innovation. So it's a really exciting place for you to study. Right. So what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to stop sharing, and I'm going to quickly show you a very short, it's only 1 minute video that tells you, that illustrates the career highlights, because I'm sure you want to know what has happened with our students who have left us, what they get up to, and things that you can actually look forward to yourself. So if you just bear with me 1 second, I'm going to make sure that you can see this. Okay, and the latest should work. That it was short. Right. Happy to take some questions now. If there are any questions, yeah, happy to answer them. I don't know if candidates are allowed to come off mute. Feel free to come off mute, or if anybody wants to ask me questions, that'd be fabulous, and then I will be handing over to Pam.
Better if the participants type their questions, just to keep things orderly. But we had a couple of questions regarding applicants to other degrees that are the MBA. So as Sophia mentioned at the beginning, and Sophia, you can confirm that Cranfield University has an agreement in place with FUNED, and I believe we award some of the best discounts of all the universities. Is that correct, Sophia?
Yes, that is correct. We have a very generous partnership with Cranfield, and they award 30% tuition fee discount to any FUNED scholars. So if you guys have, if you guys apply to Cranfield, any program, and then you apply for FUNED funding, you will get 30% discount on tuition. And if you apply to the MBA, one of you will get 50% discount for the MBA.
Thank you. So this webinar is focused on our amazing MBA program. So we would love to hear more questions about it. I see a question here on the chat from Carlos. Carlos, the accepted grades are published on our website for the English language tests. So we do accept other tests than IELTS. it should be on your, if you have applied, it would be stated on your offer letter, but also you can find our information on our website. And I'll put here the link for our application process guide, if that helps.
Bueno, perdóname que te interrumpo rápidamente, Sandra. Es únicamente para hacerles saber que si tienen alguna pregunta, yo con mucho gusto los puedo ayudar en ese momento. Para hacerles como un summary lo que Cristina dijo, porque sé que habían como momentos en los que nos interrumpió con lo de la señal, con el micrófono. Cranfield en este momento está haciendo un cambio grandísimo en el MBA en términos de ponerlo más inclinado hacia la transformación, hacia el internacional, hacer la oportunidad de tener un internship en Europa. O sea, van a tener muchísimas oportunidades, no únicamente en Inglaterra, pero también de hacer network con otra universidad y empresas en el resto de Europa. Desde mi experiencia, yo nací en Colombia, crecí en Colombia por unos años y luego me mudé al Reino Unido. Y realmente estudiar en el Reino Unido fue lo que me abrió las puertas a poderme quedar en Europa. Empecé mis estudios a los 17 y bueno, conté con la, ¿cómo se dice? Como con la buena suerte de que cuando terminé mi maestría comenzaron a dar visas de trabajo después de estudiar. Esto es algo que el Reino Unido lo comenzó apenas hace 2, 3 años. Antes venías a estudiar al Reino Unido y terminabas y tocaba regresarte. En este momento, si estudias en el Reino Unido, te puedes venir, terminar la universidad y si no tienes trabajo, igual te puedes quedar por 2 años completos sin trabajar o trabajando, lo que te parezca, o creando tu propia empresa. Es completamente abierto. Entonces, bueno, es una oportunidad súper chévere si están buscando como irse unos cuantos años, de pronto estudiar, crear experiencia laboral, algunos regresar o también quedarse en Europa, abre muchísimas oportunidades. Con el término de los estudiantes que han aplicado a otros programas, como Sandra lo mencionó, tenemos, hay muchas alianzas y bueno, también pueden aplicar a becas a otros programas. Pero en ese momento, obviamente, nos gustaría a los que consideren que tienen un perfil de MBA que lo consideren. Es una beca bastante alta, o sea, 50% del programa es un porcentaje bastante alto y bueno, es un MBA degree que, como ya ustedes algunos sabrán, es el higher degree que hay en business. Y luego también estamos considerando los que atendieron hoy al webinar de hoy, que atiendan al Open Day que tenemos, donde se va a hablar expresamente de las materias, de los profesores, del career coaching, todo esto, que es el 17 de enero. Quienes atiendan al evento y estén interesados en aplicar, podemos considerar hacerles un coaching session, como se dice, gratuito o voluntario por parte de nosotros, para entender un poquito más de la carrera que ustedes tienen y cómo les gustaría también que nosotros los ayudemos, entender también un poco más ir un poco más en detalles, en el punto que están en su carrera y a dónde se quieren dirigir y cómo les podríamos ayudar nosotros con el programa. Entonces, si están interesados, regístrense y bueno, podemos planear un coaching session gratuito por parte de nosotras una vez haya pasado el evento. Si tienen alguna pregunta, o en el chat o mute, y con mucho gusto se los ayudo.
And I've just posted in the chat, thank you so much, Pamela. I've posted in the chat the link to the event. So to register for the January event, please use the link that I've just put in the chat.
Ok, para empezar a contestarles un poquito de las preguntas que están en el chat, a ver dónde quedamos. Bueno, Jessica, que aplicaste a la universidad, cuando te refieres a que no es únicamente por el funding, sino por el programa, ¿te refieres a que te gustaría quedarte en el programa en el que estás o estarías interesada en considerar el MBA? No entendí mucho la respuesta, perdóname.
Entre tanto,
no sé si Jessica sigue en la llamada, no sé si sigue en la conversación. Bueno, voy a seguir a la siguiente pregunta. Bueno, el IELTS ya lo contestamos. The difference between PhD, the difference between coursework PhD and research PhD. Cristina, Chris, maybe you can go for that answer, for that question.
Yeah,
In regards to PhD.
Sorry.
Difference between PhD research and
maybe I can
connect
take
the scholarship.
that question, Pamela, because
Yeah.
PhDs in UK are only research-based, so there's no classroom or coursework. So you would be doing fully research-based PhD. And we do have a current agreement with CONACYT. So Cranfield also offers 30% discount to students funded by CONACYT. And Sophia, there's a question below regarding when the FUNED convocatoria opens.
Sí, la convocatoria de FUNED abre normalmente a finales de febrero. Les recomiendo y solicito que sigan nuestras redes sociales y estén pendientes de nuestra página de internet, porque ahí siempre estamos poniendo información. Entonces, normalmente es a finales de febrero, entonces da tiempo de aplicar ahorita, hacer unos súper ensayos y preparar todo lo que necesiten para aplicar a Cranfield, y en febrero los esperamos con los brazos abiertos para que apliquen para su financiamiento. Si alguien no sabe cómo funciona FUNED, creo que es buena oportunidad que les platique rápidamente. FUNED es financiamiento para estudios de maestría en el extranjero con las mejores universidades como Cranfield. Lo que hacemos es que damos un crédito beca del monto que se les otorga. El 90% es crédito que lo tienen que repagar porque está en un fondo revolvente para que nosotros podamos seguir prestando a más alumnos a perpetuidad. Tiene una tasa de interés fija anual del 7.95% y el 10% lo que les prestamos es una beca a fondo perdido. Esta beca es adicional a la que les da la universidad si son becarios FUNED. Si alguien tiene alguna otra duda sobre cómo funciona FUNED o quieren contactarnos, encantados de la vida. Aprovecho para responder rápidamente que FUNED, no tenemos oficinas de FUNED en Honduras, pero tengo entendido que hay una institución parecida a FUNED en Honduras que también da financiamiento.
Nosotros tenemos convenio con Ondo Futuro, que es así un poco semejante a FUNED, pero más semejante a Colfuturo. Entonces, si están en Honduras, pueden verificar o revisar cuáles son los requisitos para postular a la beca de Ondo Futuro, con la cual tenemos convenio también.
Otra cosita que me gustaría clarificar ahora que Sofía mencionó lo de la beca con FUNED es que el scholarship que nosotros les daríamos es on tope a lo que ya están recibiendo con ellos. Claro. Entonces, pues bueno, es lo que reciben por parte de ellos más el 50% dado por nosotros. Entonces, es paquete bastante grande a la final, completo de financiamiento.
Y Sofía, ¿podrías platicar un poco cómo va a funcionar esta postulación a la beca, lo que acordamos?
Lo que acordamos nosotros, de todos los becarios que tengamos con financiamiento aprobado de FUNED que vayan para el MBA de Cranfield, se va a hacer un shortlist y vamos a escoger el mejor perfil para que se le otorgue la beca al 50%.
Muy bien. Sí, entonces va a ser un trabajo compartido con FUNED. FUNED hace la primera selección de vuestras postulaciones y después la decisión final será hecha aquí en Cranfield para saber quién va a ser a quién vamos a otorgar la beca del 50%. Entonces, la recomendación es que postulen temprano y tal vez Pamela pueda revisar un poco cómo es el proceso de postulación al programa de MBA, porque primero deben tener la carta de oferta del MBA y después entonces con la carta postular a la beca de FUNED.
Ok. Bueno, vale. Les mandamos el link. En el link hacen un submission form y una vez que está la aplicación en el sistema, inmediatamente entra a admissions. Normalmente hacemos un pre-call que sería conmigo o con nuestra directora del MBA o una de las managers del MBA, pero como ya estuvieron acá en la llamada, pues no habría necesidad de hacer esta llamada unless que la quieran hacer, ya que tengan más preguntas o algo por el estilo. Si no quieren hacer la llamada, si no sienten que no la necesitan, inmediatamente pueden mandar su aplicación y el comité de admissions la revisa. Entonces es bastante straightforward, es únicamente mandarla en el sistema. Tendríamos que ponerles el link acá para que de una vez lo hagan. Y luego, bueno, nada, si pueden atender al evento en enero, sería increíble porque también lo van a detallar un poco más de cómo es el proceso, porque el proceso de aplicación es lo primero. Pero luego que una vez estés aceptado, ya vienen el tema de atender a eventos o de engagement y todo esto que lo vamos a explicar en enero. Pero por parte de nosotros, para que tenga una carta de aceptados o rechazados por parte de la universidad, es únicamente el form que se llena mediante el link.
Gracias. Hay aquí una cuestión de Mariela, tal vez para ti, Pam, o
Sí.
para Chris. If I want to study the MBA, is there a condition regarding the bachelor degree? Because I have I studied communication, but I would like to look for administration or something else.
As far as I know, and Pamela will confirm. We don't. I mean, you don't have to have a bachelor to study a Cranfield MBA. We will review the full application, and obviously, we would expect you to then have strong work experience. So not all of our students have a bachelor degree, and also. To us, it doesn't really matter. If you did have a bachelor degree, the subject that you studied is not so important. So we take a holistic view of applicants. We look at everything from their studies, their work experience, if they have taken GMAT, if they have a strong English. So please do not worry so much about the bachelor degree. And then over to Pamela.
Yeah, so what happens with the MBA degree is that an MBA is a master's in business administration. So basically when you do an MBA, you're covering everything that covers business. So there is no need to worry about coming from other industries or other backgrounds, because that's the main point of doing an MBA, is actually getting the overview of what business is, and then you can specialize. And we have that in the program. When you do the business degree, we will be teaching you everything that maybe you didn't get in your bachelor's in regards to business or administration and so on. So you will get the background. You're not going to be behind your classroom. And once you have all that form, then you can specialize. Take your electives on the areas that you really want or the areas that you want to focus, and then you specialize your program on certain areas of business. So it's absolutely fine. You don't need to come from a business background. We will be looking overall into other things, like into your work experience, into your interview, what skills can you bring to the table, rather than what's exactly the bachelor's degree that you have.
Okay. Yes, and with the new program that Chris walked us through, the experience, the opportunities you guys will have to spend a month in one of our partners in a European country, getting exposed to that culture, the internship opportunities that in practice will be like work experience for you. So when you graduate, you have all of these extras that will help you stand apart from other candidates. Okay, so we have another question here from Carlos. How could we apply for the scholarship? Sofía.
Yes. Mira, para la beca, primero, como comentamos, tienes que tener tu carta de aceptación de Cranfield. Una vez que la tengas, aplicas al financiamiento FUNED. Una vez que apliques al financiamiento FUNED y te sea aprobado, nosotros vamos a hacer un shortlist de los candidatos para el MBA y vamos a decidir a quién se le va a otorgar la beca al 50%. A los demás, y esto corrígeme si no es cierto, Sandra, y los que estén en otros programas también pueden ser acreedores de la beca del 30% que generosamente les da la universidad.
Sí, creo que eso puede ser revisado. Dependiendo de la calidad de los candidatos, Pamela, Chris, creo que hay como alguna wiggle room para otras becas.
Yes, absolutely. Pamela, sorry. You can.
Yes, so exactly, that's what I was explaining. So basically, this year in particular, we are doing a big focus on giving up a lot of opportunities from people coming from LATAM and from some areas as well of Europe. So we will give more than 30% of a scholarship to strong profiles, apart from the one that FUNED gives, which this is completely up to the company choosing their best candidate. We will give more than 30% to the candidates that applied to the MBA, that have strong profiles and do a good interview. Yes, we are, as I said from the beginning, ideally, we are creating a scholarship for people coming from Latin America, up to 50%. Yeah.
And, you know, this is also a celebration of, you know, historically, this partnership has lasted for a long time. And to be honest, candidates from Latin America have always made a huge contribution to the quality of the cohort. We want to honor that, and we're really excited to welcome more onto the program, knowing full well, you know, what the amazing skills, knowledge they bring to the program. And so we're really excited. So do not be deterred and think that this is not your only opportunity. Of course, it's a fantastic opportunity, and please go for it. But, you know, please know that diversity is actually really important to Cranfield, and we're really excited to welcome more candidates from Latin America.
Yeah. Exactly. Especially now that we have these fantastic 2 years working visa after the program. It's a big motivation for universities in the UK to actually start bringing more people from Latin America, because there are so much potential. And I always call it South America and Central America as the hidden gem. There is a lot of potential there. People that should be coming, should be having that opportunity to work after the program. And that's what we want to bring. Bring people in, have an incredible year, have a master and MBA degree, and then go to the market and get high-level positions, good jobs, and career opportunities.
And just on the subject of diversity, we're really excited because we've also achieved over 50% female on the program as well. So we're celebrating the fact that it's not only diverse in terms of nationalities, but is also very balanced in terms of the gender split. Females 51%, male 49%. So that's really, really important to us as well.
Okay. I have replied to Jose's question directly to him. Is there any other questions? I see all the links here. But Sophia, if you provide us the information on who registered to attend, we can maybe get in touch and send all this information as well.
Yes, definitely. And if anyone else needs more information about the webinar, about the presentation, about Cranfield or Facebook FUNED, please do not hesitate to ask, and we will be more than happy to share with you.
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm going to leave here my email address for people who have questions non-MBA related. But you can contact me also for MBA if you want, and I'll just redirect the questions to Pamela and Chris.
Yeah. Also, you have the chance on our website, when you go into Cranfield, to book consultations directly with us as well, in case that you want to book a consultation in terms of like the program and so on. So that's also available.
Okay. So we would love to hear more questions from you. Please don't be shy. Is there anything else you would like to know? We talked about the location of Cranfield, but maybe we can kind of elaborate on how close we are to London without actually paying London prices. So
yes,
like I live in Bedford, and it takes me 40 minutes to get to central London to go shopping. Christmas lights at this moment are amazing. I can be there and back within a very reasonable time, but very cheap as well, for the prices we have, but I don't have to pay London rents, so I'm close enough to enjoy everything that London as a city has to offer. And oh my God, the restaurants, the culture, the monuments are amazing. But I don't have to. I can come back to my non London rent place.
which is amazing. Like I actually live in London and I go to the university, and I can tell living actually there, it would be the best option. Like London rent is crazy, but like the commute is really easy. It's 30 minutes by train. So literally nothing. That's what takes you inside the city to go from one place to the other. And the train actually drops you in Euston, which is central London. Very, very easy. So you kind of get the best of both worlds. The English countryside, where we actually like say that is one of the most beautiful ones. And then you can connect to the city in 30 minutes if you want to.
Yeah. And also, Chris, when we talked about different backgrounds, the fact that the School of Management is within Cranfield and our other schools who are more engineering focused, it means that some projects or some interaction can happen with someone who comes from a technical background who wants to take now an MBA for the management skills and to progress their career to the next level, and actually do a project that is still kind of engineer or technical related?
Oh, absolutely. And we have a lot of our students that actually have been able to marry the two disciplines really well. We have a lot of our students that have come from a more technical background and then go on to become either independent consultants or started their own business. So they've married their technical expertise and their specific interest in technology, and married those once they've done the MBA. Also, they've opened their network and met people on the program with whom they launched their own business with. So absolutely. We also run a lot of workshops, and the university has many opportunities because of the fact that the majority of research income comes from organizations that come to Cranfield for our members of faculty to deliver consultancy projects. There's actually organizations coming to Cranfield on a daily basis. That opens opportunity for our students that come from a technical background to complete their MBA and at the same time meet with their future employers whilst they're on campus. Delivering, when I say delivering consultancy projects for organizations while they study the MBA, and carrying out, for example, internships for organizations whilst they're studying the MBA, certainly opens avenues for their future career.
And that's where the Bethany Center also plays a very interesting role, right?
Yes, and absolutely. In the Bethany Center, I think they've run a 2-weekly speaker series. So we have business owners coming to Cranfield to meet with our students and deliver talks, and from anything from funding your business, growing your business. There's so many opportunities for those that want to start their own business, but also get to meet some of our alumni that come, of course, with a technology background and want to look for opportunities following their MBA.
Oh, and now that you mention alumni, I just want to let people know that we do have an alumni chapter based in Mexico City. And if anyone would like to speak with our former students or maybe even current students, we can make that happen. I am in touch with the head of the chapter on a regular basis, and they're really keen in sharing their experience. They might not be all from the MBA program, of course, but they can share the experience of how Cranfield impacted their lives, the before and after Cranfield kind of thing.
And also we haven't talked about, because as I said, this is just a really fast overview of the program. If you join us in January, you really will we will drill down to the big details, but also we haven't mentioned the alumni mentoring program. So our MBA students are also offered a mentoring program where we have volunteer alumni, experts in industry, who have volunteered to mentor our students on a one-to-one. And so this is a fantastic opportunity to be able to be put in contact with a mentor who either works within an industry or has a similar background and can offer further support to our current MBA students and to advise them further about the career transition and how to achieve the career outcomes they have set out for themselves. So their opportunities to link with experts in industry are really wide. And so, you know, that makes a huge contribution to the network for our students. And if we consider that we are postgraduate only, is not only how big the network is, but is the quality of the network that really makes a difference to the career outcomes of our students. These are experts. These are not people who have just done a bachelor's degree and now have got a couple of years work experience. These are industry experts who perhaps have made exactly the same career transitions of our current MBA students, and are there to provide support and advice on their next steps.
Okay, I think we covered mostly everything, and I don't see any more questions coming up. So maybe just a quick recap. So to apply for the FUNED Cranfield Scholarship, you need to apply first for the MBA program, and with the offer letter, then apply to the FUNED 50% scholarship. Sophia and her team will do the selection process, and they will provide us the information, the names of the people they deem the best candidates, and the decision will be made at Cranfield. So considering all the applications you have to go through, both for the program, the scholarship, and then visa applications, my advice is that you submit your application as soon as possible. Okay, Sophia, do you want to correct me on anything?
No, that sounds about right. I just wanted to thank everyone for being here. Encourage you to look at the information they have shared with you on the chat. And if you have any further questions, do not hesitate to ask. We are available and we would be more than happy to answer any questions you might have. Y bueno, ya en español, porque me emociono, esto sí se los digo, de verdad no dejen de aplicar a una maestría de excelencia como puede ser este MBA en Cranfield o cualquier otro programa en Cranfield, porque les cambia la vida. Y el financiamiento se consigue, para eso existimos nosotros, para eso existe FIDE, para eso están estas becas increíbles que nos dan las universidades, y de verdad que como mencionaba Pamela, es una súper oportunidad y es un gran momento para irse, sobre todo porque pueden conseguir la visa de trabajo muy fácil y es una experiencia que les va a cambiar la vida, así es que no lo duden. Apliquen, y cualquier duda o cualquier cosa que podamos hacer en el camino, estamos para apoyarlos y para ayudarles, y nos emociona mucho que se hayan conectado con nosotros y que nos hayan escuchado en esta hora del día. And I just wanted to say good luck to England on the World Cup. I'll be rooting for you.
Okay, Chris, Pamela, any last comments?
I just want to say thank you so much for hosting us. It's been a pleasure to be here with you. We look forward to hearing from you and to supporting you. Thank you so much for FUNED for hosting us. And over to Pamela.
Yeah, same. Thank you so much for hosting us, for organizing the event, for everyone who attended, to actually giving us the time. And just as Sandra said, same from here, I'd recommend to apply sooner rather than later. There is visa process, there is applications, admissions, and so on. So it's better to get ahead of things and have our support from the early days rather than the later days. But whatever you need, please feel free to reach out to us or to FUNED, and we will be happy to support with anything. Also, if anyone wants to add me on LinkedIn, please go ahead, and I'm more than happy to connect as well.
Same here.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys, for your time and presentation. Nice to meet you.
Thank you for your time. Lovely to meet you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Buen provecho a todos los que estamos en México.
Bye.